The arrow shot by the archer may or may not kill a single person. But stratagems devised by wise men can kill even babes in the womb. A person should not be too honest. Straight trees are cut first and honest people are screwed first. As soon as the fear approaches near, attack and destroy it. We should not fret for what is past, nor should we be anxious about the future. Men of discernment deal only with the present moment. Education is the best friend. An educated person is respected everywhere. Education beats the beauty and the youth. Every neighboring state is an enemy and the enemy's enemy is a friend. A man is born alone and dies alone, and he experiences the good and bad consequences of his karma alone, and he goes alone to hell or the supreme abode. Books are as useful to a stupid person as a mirror is useful to a blind person. Do not reveal what you have thought upon doing, but by wise counsel keep it secret, being determined to carry it into execution. Just as it is impossible to know when a swimming fish is drinking water, so it is impossible to find out when a government servant is stealing money. For in the absence of a magistrate, Dandit Harabave, the strong will swallow the weak, but under his protection, the weak resist the strong. Never make friends with people who are above or below you in status. Such friendships will never give you any happiness. Dharma is law in its widest sense, spiritual, moral, ethical, and temporal. Every individual, whether the ruler or the ruled, is governed by his or her own dharma. To the extent that society respected dharma, society protected itself. To the extent society offended it, society undermined. As long as your body is healthy and under control and death is distant, try to save your soul. When death is imminent, what can you do? The life of an uneducated man is as useless as the tail of a dog, which neither covers its rear end, nor protects it from the bites of insects. That man who is without religion and mercy should be rejected. A guru without spiritual knowledge should be rejected. The wife with an offensive face should be given up, and so should relatives who are without affection. It is better to die than to preserve this life by incurring disgrace. The loss of life causes but a moment's grief, but disgrace brings grief every day of one's life. If one has a good disposition, what other virtue is needed? If a man has fame, what is the value of other ornamentation? There is poison in the fang of the serpent, in the mouth of the fly, and in the sting of a scorpion, but the wicked man is saturated with it. God is not present in idols. Your feelings are your God. The soul is your temple. He who lives in our mind is near, though he may actually be far away, but he who is not in our heart is far, though he may really be nearby. Either scholarship or death will be my refuge. There is no enemy like infatuation and fire like wrath. Before you start some work, always ask yourself 3 questions. Why am I doing it? Results might be, and will I be successful? Only when you think deeply and find satisfactory answers to these questions, go ahead. Education is the best friend. An educated person is respected everywhere. A good wife is one who serves her husband in the morning like a mother does, loves him in the day like a sister does, and pleases him like a prostitute in the night. Not be treated as the main one at a given time. Only one of the neighbors is the main enemy. The other difference is that, in the enemy is to be outmaneuvered, but in a neighbor's help is to be accepted.